I do OnlyFans, but I also am a hairstylist and I DJ and host events.
Okay, quite a bit. What kind of music do you DJ?
Like techno, hardcore, also like rap.
Do you produce or just DJ?
I'm learning how to produce.
Okay. And you said were or are a hairstylist? Yo, Metro Matt, thank you for the gift of 20.
I am a hairstylist.
You are a hairstylist?
Yeah, but I don't work in a salon, just like...
Okay. Do you do your own hair?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you do OF.
Yeah.
What kind of content do you do on there?
Mostly like solo.
Have you ever done like BG, GG content?
Like once, like 3 years ago, and sold to one person, so not really.
For GG or BG?
BG.
Okay, got it.
Oh, and I've done GG once.
And your sister was on the show last week or 2 weeks ago. Kailani is her name, or?
Mm-hmm, Kylie.
Okay, and you're the older sister. Mm-hmm. And she's involved. She doesn't do OF, but she does Findom. You do Findom too, or?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Who's more successful?
Her.
Her. She's killing it. You're the big sister. What's going on?
Okay, well she's doing good because she listened to. Okay, I give everyone lots of good advice on how to, like, when you're 16, get a job ASAP, save as much money as you possibly can. And then she got kicked out at 16. So, like, she listened to my advice and had money saved, and she learned from my mistakes and just listened to my advice and figured out a way to make more money.
She's your full sister?
Yeah.
Wait, you said she got kicked out at 16? Mm-hmm. From, were you living at the house, or?
No, I already got kicked out.
Oh, you got kicked out.
I got kicked out at 17. She got kicked out at 16.
Wait, why did you get kicked out?
Because my dad got me smoking pot.
Wait, sorry, what?
My dad got me smoking pot.
Oh, okay.
Once.
What about your sister? Why did she get kicked out?
So she got suspended from school because she had a vape in her car.
You get suspended for having a vape? Oh, I guess it's nicotine or whatever. So, and when you got, just curious, when you got kicked out of your house, your parents, were they together? Because you said no, separated.
Yeah.
Would you guys like split between your mom and dad, or?
I did not live with my mom at all. My mom didn't fight for custody.
Okay, so you guys were living with your dad then?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, and then were you like homeless when you got kicked out, or how did that work?
Yeah, you just dropped me off in a park with a backpack.
Is this like illegal to do? Can you just do that?
Well, he kicked me out like a week before I turned 18.
Oh, a week before you turned 18?
So like there's no point in like calling cops because I turned 18 in a week.
You still talk to him?
Now, yeah.
Wait, sorry, what?
Yeah, I still
it was like, I couldn't really.
Kind of.
Okay, all right. And you're from Seattle, right?
I grew up in Arizona, but I live in Seattle.
Recap, you were a cam girl, and this person wanted to degrade him and wanted you to tell him to cut off his cojones, and he actually cut off one of his cojones.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh my god. So I was a cam girl, and like we're in like private chat where he's paying by like the minute, but like he offered like $3,000. He already tipped it, and he was like, "I just want you to push me to cut off one of my balls." And he already had like a metal clamp thing. So then I was like, "Well, if you already tipped me $3,000, and you're probably just gonna tell the other girl.
Excuse
me? If I say no, you're gonna have someone else do it." So then I was like, "Yep."
And he did it?
I said, "Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep. Go."
Oh, God.
Blop.
Wait, do that again?
Keep going, keep clipping. Good job, good boy. Blop. It then went blop on the floor.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Wow. That's like some Jackass Forever type shit, but like
Yeah, and then
kinky.
later he joined
Yeah.
like again and showed me his little scar.
Did he have to go to the hospital?
I would hope.
I mean,
he
it
went to
ended
the
right
hospital.
after that.
So.
And then he
Oh,
came
wow.
back on the cam with like a scar, like a.
And only one testicle?
Yes.
Bro gave himself a.
He got skinny.
Okay.
I'm so alarmed right now. I feel so bad for that man.
You didn't like call the police, say, hey, there's a psychopath who's cutting his balls off on
I don't know
camera.
where he lives. I don't know his real name.
Yeah,
Would she
I don't
get
think
in
you need to
trouble
know.
for, like,
I think he called. He probably just went to the hospital on his own after that. I don't know. The call ended right after that, so nothing I can do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have called police. Yeah, I think.
On me?
Yeah, I would have called police and said, "Hey, this guy just cut his balls off on the
Oh, I
camera."
could've
Right?
donated
Yeah.
$200. Good on you, Brian. Plus 10 Sunday good sport.
Other similar stories of whatever that was?
Me and my little sister like kicked someone in the balls in public. In
Oh, boy.
Seattle, that was funny.
In Seattle?
Yeah, it was like one of the first times I saw her in like years, and she got into it. And then like, I came home from school, and she was like, "Kayla, I cleaned your shoes," and they were dirty as fuck. So then, I'm like, "You cleaned them?" She's like, "No, my sub cleaned them." And then she showed me a video of like she's wearing my shoes outside my like apartment, and this man is like on his hands and knees licking my shoes clean. They were dirty as hell. And they were clean as
Excuse
hell
me?
after. And then later, like the next day,
How do I get one of those? I want
I don't know,
that.
ask her.
Bro,
And
That's
then like the next
crazy.
day we met up, me, her, and my friend, in a public like parking lot in like a really popular area of Seattle. He laid down and we like kicked him in the balls, and then also we used another footstool, and he paid us to do that.
What the fuck?
Money is money.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. You got anything for that, Andrew, or you just kind of?
Fucking delinquents. But that kind of begs the question, right? Like, if you know that the guy is obviously clearly not there in the head, why the fuck would you let him do that?
yeah.
Rent's due.
I mean, he
Gotta
already
put
sent
some
the
money in investments.
Yeah, it's all about
so
you.
I can,
But,
well,
I mean, let's take. You know what? I agree. You know,
But,
if
like-
I should take advantage of mentally ill women so I can pay my rent. Like, how would that sound the other direction?
but it's like anonymous and on camera, and he's already
you know,
on
Metro
there
Mac
to
donated
get.
$200. All your fathers have failed you.
Like,
True.
here, let me give you
That's
the
very
just,
true,
just one
though.
sec. Yo, Metro, you had a question,
4 years.
Andrew?
Yeah, well, okay. So let me give this scenario back the other way. Let's pretend that you had a mentally ill woman, right, who you were exploiting to, well, I don't know, give sexual favors to men while she was on camera. Would you say that that was bad?
Wait, like,
Mentally ill woman,
yeah.
you, some guy is exploiting that mental illness or utilizing that mental illness in order to have her do sexual favors for men on camera. Is that bad?
If she's not like wanting that. If that's,
No, she wants it. She's just mentally ill.
Well, that's her decision. Shit.
So he's not doing anything wrong.
I don't think it's anyone else's responsibility to take care of someone else.
Never. There's no response. Like,
Unless,
I mean,
like,
if you have a
someone's-
child, it's your
Well,
responsibility
then,
to take care
yeah,
of them,
your
right?
child, but like a random person, you're not responsible for like their mental health, but like
Yeah, like if somebody's about to set themselves on fire, you don't think
Okay,
you have a
that is
responsibility to
different.
like stop them?
that's different because
Well,
they're
what's
gonna like
different?
die.
What's different? Like, it's the same concept. Right? Don't you have duties to other people? To not let them do horrible things to themselves if you can stop it.
I mean,
Like, wouldn't you want somebody to do that for you? If like, let's say you took a bunch of mushrooms some night, right? You popped a bunch of mushrooms, caps, right? Or you took some acid and you were like in the street freaking out, right?
Yeah.
You're just freaking out. You're about to start hurting yourself, and some nice guy walked by and saw that you were clearly not there. And he was like, "Oh, hey, I got this camera here, right? And here's some money." That would be kind of like taking advantage, right? Now,
Yes, yeah.
let's switch the scenario, and he like stops and he's like, "Oh, God, there's something wrong with you. I'm gonna get you to a hospital, right? Make sure you're okay, right?"
well,
Okay, but that's not
but
the
genuinely,
scenario.
who would do that? Because if you see some tweaker on the street, like you're not usually gonna come up to them and try to help them because you don't know how they're gonna react.
I've seen people give great kindness to random strangers. on the
I
street.
have too, but like if someone's like really tweaking on the street, usually you don't go up to them. Like
You see a young
you-
girl, right, who's maybe like her pupils are this big and she's having a bad trip
I
or
would
something
not
like
come
that.
up to her. I would probably call some authorities.
Right, but you would get her help. That's the
Yeah.
point, right? You get her, you're not looking to exploit her, right? You're
when-
looking to help her.
But when it's an anonymous person on camera.
They are anonymous people, right? You don't know them.
I guess, but like, how am I supposed to call the cops? I don't know where he lives.
Yeah, of course you are.
A
sure.
random person under this random username on this random streaming site where I don't know where they live.
I'm sure that
and I don't know what their
the
face
police
looks like.
who can pinpoint you with ease
Yeah, just take
in
their
seconds
$3,000
would
and
never
go
be able to
to
figure
jail.
out where a guy was calling you from. I mean, come on, of course they have technology to trace these types of calls and this type of things. Like, yeah, I think you could make a call.
Like
What if
IP
they have
addresses?
like a VPN on their like?
Yeah, I mean, those are all roadways that you can't do anything about. But what you can do something about is like, hey, this guy's about to cut one of his testicles off.
But like he's.
And by the way,
literally
and not only
begging
that, let's
Free will.
forget even that. Let's forget even that you called. What about just saying, hey, dude, don't cut off your balls, bro?
me. But then he's like, please.
Yeah,
Please.
and you say, no, don't cut off your balls. Like how hard
then
would
he
that
would
have been?
skip, and then he can go to the next person.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just rob him of
then the
$3,000.
responsibility, I agree, could be off of you, right?
Be messed up.
You
Yeah,
can't
but then-
but there's also the chance that he didn't do that. There's also the chance he doesn't skip and go to the next person, right?
I guess, but rent's due tomorrow, and
Right. So it's just like I don't give a shit. I'm just if I can exploit your mental illness for my own gain, I'll do that. Doesn't that sound horrible?
Gareth Godfrey donated $1,000.
There was a transformation, big transformation that happened.
what?
Right.
Yeah. Just the first one, the first photos. All right, so this is like young Kayla, and then next though, like next one, like maybe a bit older. So like, I'm curious,
High school.
what happened? So that's you in these two pics. What happened between then here, and then this
She straightened her eyebrows.
here, next,
I
here, next. Oh, is that a face tattoo?
yeah, that was my
Is
first
there one
tattoo.
more? Is there one more? Oh, well, then we'll come to
So
that one.
all
later.
of those in between that was
What happened? What happened?
Psychotic mother.
She got kicked out.
Crazy mom? Is that it?
Got a crazy
Was
mom.
crazy
yeah.
mom.
Crazy mom, crazy dad.
Crazy dad
Mostly
too.
a crazy mom though, right?
Yes. What?
Mostly a crazy mom.
She just has mental illness.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I could see.
What does she have?
Okay, we don't know exactly what my aunt is a therapist, so she thinks it's like some type of personality disorder because she never got like she has extreme ADHD, and I guess if you don't like learn how to cope with that or whatever, it can turn into like a personality disorder and like extreme depression or anxiety, stuff like that.
Okay.
But like, why follow in the footsteps of crazy though?
She's not like, that's not by choice though. Like, I'm like, I know I have ADHD, so I like look up and like read up on how to like cope with those things. I don't want to get like a prescription for Adderall because I feel like there's no need to take Adderall every single day because that's like not good for you. I don't think personally.
Yeah, but I mean, people are able to manage these conditions all the time, right? Without falling into kind of these insane traps where they decide they're going to tat themselves up, do the OnlyFans, going to rebel against dad, right? Going to do all that type of stuff.
Well, maybe it's just like my dad was really strict, like insanely strict. Like I get caught for weed once, and then I come home, and my shit's all packed.
Mm-hmm.
When like,
Did he lay down the groundwork? Don't do this, or else there's going to be this consequence.
no, we didn't. I came home, and it was just packed. And then, yeah. But then we didn't even talk about it for like 3 days. I just slept in my sister's bed.
So
then
I
my-
just want to make sure, right? Just want to make sure there was no pattern of behavior. So it wasn't like, oh, this was just the one thing that I did, and my
Oh.
dad just absolutely lost his shit, threw me
No.
out, or was it actually that there was a pattern of behavior where you had done a bunch of shit over and over and
there
over
was
again
a
that he was
pattern
dealing with?
when I was like from like 14 to like 16. But then after I just lived with my dad, he was more lenient with me, and I had
I thought you just said he was super strict.
no. Okay, strict about like he was born in Taiwan, so he's Asian parent strict. Plus his dad was in the military, so military strictness.
Yeah, so he had high expectations, sure.
Yeah, but I just think it was funny how we would always have talks about how he thinks alcohol is worse for people's health than versus weed, or like cigarettes are way worse for people's health versus weed. And then I got caught smoking weed once. Then
But
okay.
But was it just that it was only weed, or was there a pattern? The question.
Before I got kicked out.
So how is that? Wait. So the thing
But
is, here's what I don't understand though, right? It's like we start the story with my dad's a fucking monster. Okay, this guy smoked a joint once, and this psychotic son of a bitch threw me right out the door. And then we get into the story. No, that's not really what happened. What happened is, over time of you doing delinquent shit and disobeying him over and over and over again, his breaking point threw your ass out.
But he didn't give me a warning. I came home.
Why does he gave you 100 warnings? How many times did you break his rules?
He didn't say he was going to kick me out.
Yeah, but why? But here's the thing, right? It's like, how much of this is your responsibility for what you did?
All the actions I took are all mine.
They're all you. So it's like, why is he obliged? You're a week away from 18. Why is he obliged to just consistently put up with your shit if he doesn't want your behavior?
I mean, he could have been like, hey, like one more fuck up, then blah, blah, blah.
You would have still done it though, right?
No, I wouldn't. If he said one more fuck up, I'm just...
But if he tosses you out, right, go get a taste of the real world. And then you realize, well, wait, maybe the grass wasn't greener on this side, right? Like, you don't think your dad hates you. You think he loves you, right?
I mean, last thing I said to him after I got kicked out was like, I said I like want to kill myself. And he said, him and my stepmom said, do it then. Like,
and did you?
No.
So he saw it as a form of manipulation.
Yeah, but like...
And it was. It was a form of manipulation, right?
I mean, then 2 years later, I overdosed and had a heart attack. So then...
Yeah, but ODing is not the same as you trying to intentionally off yourself. You can accidentally OD, for instance.
It was purposefully.
Okay, so 2 years after this, okay, which,
or like a year.
And I'm guessing it's unrelated to this event.
Well, probably because my dad, like, never talked to me or checked up on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to go get a taste of the real world, right?
Yeah, and I got my own car. He took away my car. Mm-hmm. And then I got my own car 2 weeks later.
Yeah, you had to experience consequences.
Metro Mac donated $200. Oh no, it's the consequences of my own actions.
Oh my God.
Get them, Andrew. This should be like work for you. Brian, stop eating the burrito behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to beat you up. I'm just trying to.
Well, I know.
I'm just trying to look at it from the other angle here too, right?
Yeah, I'm 22 now. Like, I understand.
Yeah. So the thing is like consequences, right? Meet your maker, right?
But I also thought that it was weird how just because me and my dad didn't have a good relationship, when my grandpa died, nobody told me except my grandma, and then I also wasn't allowed to go to the funeral because he thought it'd be weird because we were on bad terms.
Yeah, because you were on bad terms.
So how would it be weird?
So where's the humility? Where's the like showing up? Like, what about this? Hey, have you ever tried this? Have you ever tried to show up and say, hey, look, Dad, I fucked up.
Yeah, I did.
And I'm really sorry.
I did.
And it's not going to happen again.
I did.
You did. And what does your dad think about OnlyFans?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't sound. It does. You don't know.
No,
you don't know what your dad thinks about OnlyFans. I don't know,
but like, I don't know exactly what.
So if you show up and you're like, oh, hey, Dad, I prostitute myself out online for random strangers to give me money while they see my naked body, but you know what? I'm really sorry about all the stuff I did. You think he thinks you're serious?
Sorry about like the actions I've done towards him?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's related to what my job is.
Because you are the bearer of your family's name. Do you think your dad wants his family name dragged through the mud? Here's my daughter. Oh yeah, by the way, you can go look at all of her nudie pics online. It just cost you $9.99, Chuck.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have done that if I was sleeping in my car. It's like 18 years old.
Maybe you wouldn't be sleeping in your car if you hadn't been monumentally making the mistake of not following the rules of your home.
Well, it's both of our faults, not.
I don't think so. It sounds like it's your fault.
No,
sounds like here's the rules. You broke them consistently over and over, and he 86'd your ass. He said, "Get out!" Right? He said, "Get out.
Yeah.
Go out in the world."
And I'm low-key glad he did that because I meet a lot of people my age and they don't know how anything in the real world works.
That's right. They don't.
Yep.
And so he gave you a good taste of that. And but I'm gonna tell you this. If you dropped the OF tomorrow, all that shit tomorrow, you went to your dad and you said, "Listen, I fucked up and it's not ever gonna happen again." It would be reconciled 5 seconds. I bet you anything.
No.
I bet you would.
You don't know him.
He's just a man.
You don't know him.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me this is a story I hear often, right, from young women. It's like, I'm a victim. Oh, my horrible father did all these horrible. And then you get into the story, and it turns out, well, actually, I was a shithead, right? I tried to get revenge. I broke their shit. I TP'd his house and did horrible things to him because he made me face the consequence of my actions.
No, that was because he made my sister cry. I realized because he made my sister
Yeah, I
cry.
know. But here's the thing, right? It's like, it seems like it's kind of this perpetual war.
I am taking accountability.
How?
I literally said all the actions I've done are me.
They're based on you. So how's it his fault? You say it's both our faults. It's your fault.
It is my fault.
It's your fault.
But it is also
It's not also. It's just this. Just your fault. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
There's no also. Stop that part.
Okay.
Just me. I
There's a
fucked up.
There's like people react, and when you're a 17-year-old girl, you're literally not even an adult yet. So, can you?
You were a week away from being 18.
But you really think an 18-year-old is like actually an adult? Like
You think
legally they are,
that-
but do you expect them to
If you're
act
willful,
that mature?
if you're willful and disobedient inside your father's home, what other recourse does he have but to say, go taste the world? And then when you do, and you realize how awful it can be without dad's protection, perhaps you'll come around. At some
Maybe
point.